As you can tell, I don't have headphones on either.
And as you can tell, we've got some changes. First and foremost, the obvious, brand new webcam. So that means no more of the choppy, laggy quality. Kind of like what Wyatt Walker's camera is, but way worse.
Yeah, I was about to say, look what I have.
But anyways, the second...
Compared to his to mine.
Secondly, I am recording this on OBS. It may not look all that different, but it's just a little bit different. So because, it's going to be a little bit faster. I'm hoping to get these done faster now. No more like layering audio and voice recordings together with the footage. It's all going to be laced together. So, whenever we go to commercial break, I can just end this bit and then go to the next one, and so on and so forth. But anyways, welcome to episode 28 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. We're back for the first time in about 2 weeks. As always, I'm Elijah Leonard, your host, and to my left, that is Wyatt Walker.
Howdy.
The cowboy hat is back. Oh man. Okay, so Wyatt, holy crap. Within the span of the last 2 weeks, we've had some crazy storylines pop up. Like crazy storylines.
Definitely.
Some of which to no surprise, some of which to an absolute surprise, to an absolute shock. These are in a certain...
This all started...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you, but this all started with Keselowski being confirmed to go to the 6 and having the team. Yep. It all started with that. Now we're on to the topics we'll talk about here in a second, but it all started from right there and all the crazy stuff the next few weeks.
Yep. So, let's talk about that first topic. So, you talk about that first chain of silly season stuff popping up with Keselowski going up to the 6, Newman is now left out without a ride, Cindric goes to the 2, Harrison Burton goes to the 21, Matt Benedetto without a ride, Chip Ganassi Racing shutting down by the end of the season, which now...
Trackhouse buying that. We got Suarez still in the 99, but
Ross Chastain is going to be driving the number 1 Trackhouse Chevrolet. 1 plus 99 gives you 100. So I definitely this is something we saw coming. Yes, with Ross Chastain getting that ride, because I kind of said it a few episodes back. I feel like that Chastain deserves that ride more than Kurt. No offense to Kurt, but number one though, that one I kind of was like, ooh, that's interesting,
As much as I'm happy about Ross Chastain getting the ride, I was really hoping the number would have been the 42.
Yeah,
I was really hoping, because like I've said a few episodes back, you know why I want it, because even Justin Marks, the owner of it, has had a win in the Xfinity Series with the 42.
Yeah,
I thought it would work out, but hey, the 1 car is pretty good. We still have a number 1 car in the field. I'd say it might work out pretty good. I'd say that the team might, with those two, the team might end up getting at least probably a win.
They could. Hopefully. They could.
I'm not saying going to like get 2 or 3, 5 and all that. I think they're at least going to get 1 win.
Yeah, as far as Trackhouse's success, with the way it's going, if they were to win, it's probably going to be one time with Suarez, maybe at a plate track, maybe at a road course, because we've mainly seen Suarez do good at road courses and plate tracks. That's really it.
Don't count out Ross Chastain, though.
But never count out Ross.
He's having some pretty good success.
Absolutely, never count out Ross, because Ross has been slowly getting better throughout the season, and he's come close. He's finished second, I think, once or twice this year already. Well, we're once already.
Just once.
So
yeah, and I witnessed that. He won at Nashville 2 to Kyle Larson. I thought I was wearing Kyle. No, I'm wearing Christopher Bell. I was about to say to Kyle Larson, but no, that's Christopher Bell.
Oh well. So yeah, I mean, Ross, I feel like is at the best point that he's ever been in the Cup Series. I mean, he's got all the puzzle pieces. Now all I feel like that needs to happen for him is play his cards right. Nail pit strategies. Nail the setups. Nail everything. And pretty soon, we're going to see Ross Chastain, maybe by the end of the year, contending for wins. Maybe getting 1 or 2 wins by the end of the year. Tops 1 or 2 wins. That's about it. That's all I see, at least from Ross for now.
And we mentioned Ross Chastain. We mentioned we were thinking either Kurt Busch or Ross Chastain would either go to 2311 or Trackhouse. And since Ross Chastain is going to be the second car at Trackhouse, we could safely assume that Kurt Busch is most likely going to the second 2311 ride if they have a chart.
Yes. It depends. I mean, right now, we haven't heard anything yet about that. I mean, as far as Kurt goes, anything is kind of up in the air until something is officially announced. I'm still thinking maybe he could take the GMS ride, maybe that 2311 ride if it gets a charter. So things are right now, until announced, just up in the air. So, as far as Kurt goes,
and we still don't know about Matt. Yeah.
But as far as Matt DiBenedetto, no clue. Is what you were trying to say.
I'm still thinking he's going to go to that 22 for Xfinity. That's probably the best ride for him to go to. But you never know.
As far as Newman, we've already touched on it. He's probably going to be done. I wouldn't be surprised if he decided to take whatever time he's got left. After this season is over and focus on his ranch. I wouldn't be surprised. Still, you got your ranch, so hey, there's something. But other than that, he's done. I think he's done.
Yeah, either that or just take the second spot in the booth for Fox.
He could.
Which that's actually that's a pretty good topic to talk about because who's going to fill that spot?
I honestly, maybe Newman. Maybe Newman, but then again, I've never really seen... Well, then again, actually, when I think about it, 2019 in the All-Star race, you remember that? Between Boyer and Newman? Yeah. That's the only time I've ever seen those two have some confrontation with each other. But other than that, I don't know about their chemistry. I don't know about it. If Newman...
We weren't sure how the conflict between Boyer and Gordon was going to go, whether you started.
But here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Their chemistry absolutely meshed so perfectly this year. It was awesome. But now next year, it's going to be a little bit different. So, well. So, next topic I want to discuss, and this also has to do with rides. Today, as of today, there was some talk. Hailie Deegan's probably mentioned this, but Deegan herself had been, there's probably been plans where she might possibly make some Xfinity starts next year while full-time in trucks. And I don't blame her for this, because, the ARCA is one thing, right? Where ARCA basically... You are getting time on the bigger tracks, like Kentucky, even though Kentucky's not on a schedule anymore. Daytona, Talladega, Michigan, those other bigger tracks. Pocono, absolutely. Trucks, it's the same thing. And that consists of mainly a lot of tracks that are within the 1.5 to 2.5 mile range. Xfinity is the same thing. I feel like with that, another year in trucks is definitely going to be needed for Hailie. Maybe make a few Xfinity starts. It depends on how well she does next year. So far this year, she's kind of had that up and down roller coaster year as expected. And, it's kind of the same thing with everybody. But looking towards that, do you see Hailie Deegan having some Xfinity Series starts in her future next year?
I do like the idea of what she's having. And I'm going back to Eric Estep, a guy I watch and to help get more information about it. He even agrees that like he likes that she's focusing more on the truck. She's focusing more on the truck series, going another year for it, which is really good. She's not immediately want to go to Xfinity racing. She's wanting to do more time in trucks. She feels like she needs to work on that before she moves up. I personally like that, and she gets more Xfinity get some Xfinity part-time runs here and there. That is perfectly fine. That is perfectly good.
Yeah.
And just as long as she's trying to do more truck series, a full-time truck series, maybe do one more before she gets a full-time Xfinity. I'm not sure, but just like I'm glad she's focusing on the trucks, and she could probably get a win next year. I don't think she's gonna get a win this year for rookie season, but next year maybe.
Here's something that I kind of thought about. The thing is, there's a difference between Hailie Deegan and also let's bring in Natalie Decker into this.
How about we bring in one more?
Which one? Oh, Danica?
Patrick.
Danica.
Yeah, let's bring Patrick in this too.
So here's the thing.
If we're going to bring Natalie Decker, we got to bring Patrick, man.
So here's the thing with Danica. Danica Patrick, I mean, on the open wheel circuit, she was one of the most decorated open wheel racers out there. But she made the jump to Xfinity, in my opinion, way too fast. She just made the jump over there without even considering maybe a couple seasons in trucks. And then after her one full season in Xfinity, she made the jump to Cup, where, I mean, she has had some success. I'm not going to say a ton, but she had some. But other than that, those successes were not very memorable in the public eye. Like, forget about that top 10 finish. Forget about that pole in the Daytona 500 in your first Daytona 500. Well, first full-time year in your second Daytona 500. Forget about that pole. Forget about all the other good finishes that you managed to pull off. Although all the memories of Danica have mainly consists of crashes that she has not caused, some that she has, or some that she just got caught up in. That's it. Natalie Decker, I'd say the same thing. However, she did make a full-time effort in trucks. She had some part-time racing in trucks. But she kind of was similar to Danica. But now she's making some limited starts in Xfinity. Whereas Hailie is taking this absolutely seriously. I mean,
and I've watched her videos on here. She seems really mature at her age. Keep this in mind. I'm literally a month younger than she is, and she is really mature.
Absolutely. I mean, like, I'm about 2 years older than her, but I mean, really though, for her age, I mean, and how she's managed to like look at this, have this perspective of a veteran at her age. Oh my gosh, she's gonna make it big when she gets up to Cup in the future. I mean, really, I mean, she doesn't focus on pressure. She just focuses on the racing. And she's been told, I've said this in the past, they've told her, hey, don't worry about the pressure. Just go race. Go have fun. And she does exactly that. She doesn't let the pressure get to her. She is as calm, cool, and collected as can be for a very young racer. And that's exactly what she is. A racer.
I'll be right back. Just keep the conversation going.
But yeah, so as Wyatt leaves, all right. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, never mind. I thought you were gonna be gone for a minute, but anyways, but no.
I was, but seeing without that.
But the point stands. Haley is taking this absolutely seriously. She's not rushing herself. She is identifying that she's basically going, okay, I'm not doing as hot as I thought I would. I need some more time here. And I feel like she's going to do the same thing in Xfinity. Okay, I'm not doing as hot here. I need some time. So she'll probably spend maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 years in Xfinity before going up to Cup in the future. I mean, anything is really possible right now for Haley.
Exactly.
But yeah, Xfinity starts. I see that. I really do see that.
Here's the question: who is she going to go? What team is she going to do some starts for?
That is a good question. I mean,
you mentioned she's in the Ford campaign, and there's only a few amount of Fords in the Cup Series. Not Cup Series, the Xfinity Series.
I mean, there's Stuart Haas, which has only one car now.
Which I feel like might be the most logical. Since he has some stuff with Tony Stewart.
Absolutely. And on top of that, I mean, right now, that 98 car is the brand new 60 of the Xfinity Series, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So,
the bad thing, the irony of that, I want to bring up an irony. The two drivers of that one, 2 of the 3 drivers who drove that car are at least one's in the Cup Series already, one's an Xfinity champion, and the other one's doing something else. So
yeah. But yeah, so I would say, I mean, like, the most realistic one would have to be Stuart Haas, because what's Riley Herbst gonna do next year? We don't know.
I mean, unless he stay. If he's staying, then there will be another part-time ride for Stuart Haas, and probably the numbers we've seen them do, probably like the 00, 41.
Yeah, and that's
something along those lines, and also, what about Penske? I mean, they can add the 12, bring the 12 back to Xfinity, do some part-time.
They could. They really could. But yeah, I mean, anything right now is possible for Haley. She's kind of just in that phase where she's kind of going like, all right, I'm not doing as hot as I thought I would. I'm gonna need some time. And pretty soon she'll probably get a little bit better, maybe contend for wins if she puts herself in that position. But we'll see. I mean, as far as which team she might drive for if she does make some Xfinity starts. Okay. So, another topic that I want to discuss here, switching over, is NASCAR is remandating the masks. This is only for any indoor place. So haulers, garages, meeting rooms, all that, except for outdoors. Drivers can wear masks, cannot wear masks. Well, they don't have to wear masks outside, so I mean, that's a plus. Part of the reason for this is because of this variant that is going around and that is being hardly talked about. So, I mean, this sucks. I mean, seriously, it does. It just makes me kind of shake my head a little bit, kind of like what Wyatt was doing. Disappointment. The look of disappointment.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, that was NASCAR's call. So at the end of the day, what can you really do?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, you have to keep everyone safe from it, but just, like, I'm glad they're not doing it outside still.
Yeah.
It's inside, like, in the haulers, I mean, I feel like I guess in building stuff, but when you're inside your own hauler, why?
I don't know.
That's my only thing. I mean, just like, if it's like any other building, I understand, but your own hauler.
Like, I just don't understand that. Now, briefly getting off that topic, let's switch to this one. ARCA's dead. ARCA is straight up dead. And we've known this for the last 5 or so years. You want to know the reason why I say ARCA is dead? The only two multi-time winners, first of all, are Corey Haim and Ty Gibbs. Those are the only two multi-time winners this year. Those have been the only two competitive drivers this year. And also
don't forget just the way some of those kids are driving. Like they're being way too aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I get like being aggressive here and there, but those kids are being way too aggressive.
It's aggression to the extreme. I mean, recently at Winchester, there was a lot of controversy that was spread around because it was Taylor Gray who was driving the 17, and then Daniel Dye who's driving the 21. They came off of turn 4. Dye had the spot, and Taylor Gray just turned hard left into his right rear, and that in the process that collected another guy. And Daniel Dye, I do not blame him for this. He was pissed. You could see the steam coming out of his ears. He was pissed. Oh my gosh, man. Like, I mean, and another reason why I think ARCA is dead, I mean, like, I mean, it's not just, I mean, you see the attendance. I mean, it's really clear that nobody really cares about ARCA. But, I mean, I think a lot of why people don't care about ARCA all that much is because, first of all, the horsepower is, like, super low compared to, like, Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup horsepower. And also, on top of that, the packages absolutely suck. Like, they just suck at bigger tracks, including super speedways. Honestly. So with that, do you see ARCA redeeming themselves in the future?
I think we both know that answer. Yeah. I think, by the way,
I love that answer. I agree with that answer. I love it.
I really don't think there's any much discussion over this. Just like,
and that's the thing. I mean, like, I feel like the only two series I feel like have been doing really well before they got named ARCA were the Canon East and West series. I feel like those two series were competitive, but then once you add ARCA to the name, it's still competitive, but not as near the competition as when it was known as the K&M Pro Series East and West.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but like once ARCA came into the name, it's just like, why? What just happened? What happened to the competition? And then once ARCA switched to their composite bodies, what happened to the competition? It died. That's why you see only like 21, 22 car fields, or even as low as 17 car fields at big tracks like Pocono. I know, and it's bad. It's so ridiculous. I mean, ARCA at this point is dead because you got kids who look like 12-year-olds driving around as if they're on bumper cars, but yet they're being way too aggressive.
Every lap is the last lap?
Every lap pretty much is the last lap. Unless if you're at a place like Kansas, then nope, you're chasing Ty Gibbs, who basically has about 1,000 more horsepower than everybody. I know, and you might as well give the title to Ty Gibbs. Give it to Ty Gibbs at this point. Call it done, give it to Ty Gibbs. Simple as that. You might as well just hand it over to him because he's pretty much getting handed wins because of the equipment that he's got. It's pretty simple as that. I don't know. When we come back, we'll be previewing Watkins Glen and we'll be giving our predictions from there. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back. I don't really like Ty Gibbs. And we're back for episode 28 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. As always, Elijah Leonard back here with you, and Wyatt Walker alongside me. And Wyatt, for the first time in 2 weeks, we are previewing another racetrack. So, looking ahead.
And this one, and you mentioned been 2 weeks, but it's actually been a year for this one.
That is true. That is true. We're going to be back at Watkins Glen. Yeah. Watkins Glen,
nice.
We're back. We're back at Watkins Glen. So, it has been, just like Sonoma, it has been over a year since the Cup Series, or basically any series has been there. So, what kind of racing, when it comes to drivers that haven't been there in over a year, what do you think we're going to have to expect?
Well, we mentioned over a year. How about over about 20 years or so? The Truck Series are coming back to Watkins Glen, and they haven't raced there in years.
Yeah.
So So it's like Darlington. We're going to see some surprise drivers. See how well they do. Nashville, I mentioned the same thing. So who knows?
Yeah.
The Cup Series. I feel like we're going to be seeing the main two go at it again for the third year in a row at Watkins Glen. Xfinity's going to be coming up to the road course guys, but I think the main wild card is going to be Truck Series, and they're at the last spot. Where after this, they'll be going to the playoffs.
Yep, they are officially at that point. So I mean, it'll be interesting to just see how that works. Okay, so points. I think at this rate, I might as well leave them the same and then just restart them here. So the points are going to be practically the same, and then we're just going to pick up from there. Sorry, I got too lazy. But anyways, here's how we do our predictions. Yeah, for those of you who are brand new, we give you a driver who we think is going to win. That's pretty self-explanatory. Yes, that's right, me. The driver to stay away from is basically the driver who basically hasn't been doing well the last couple of weeks. And then the dark horse is the exact opposite. The driver who has been doing really good the last couple of weeks. 1 point per category, but for the trucks, since it's the first time since they've been to Watkins Glen, it's going to be double points. So, Wyatt Walker, you are up first, my guy.
Well, this is going to be difficult, and I'm going to straight up the bat. The dark horse. On the entry list, he's not on there because Chase Purdy is out because of COVID-19. He's not racing. Who's going to take his spot? My dark horse, A.J. Allmendinger.
That's a good one.
A.J. Allmendinger is my dark horse for the Truck Series. And fun fact, he has not won a truck race. So this, even though it's my dark horse, he may prove me wrong and end up getting that win.
Oh, yeah.
My driver to stay away. Let me take a look at this. I already got my winner on top of my head. Just like, I don't know why he's just the first person popped in my head. But, let's see. My dark horse. My driver to stay away from. You know what? Man, this is hard.
Jeez.
I want to say it's between two teammates. He proved me wrong last time, but is he going to prove me wrong this time? Screw it. Paul Menard.
Paul Menard, the driver to stay away from. Never mind, the dark horse. Yeah, totally is your second dark horse.
Yeah, true. Definitely gonna have a second dark horse. That will be John Hernimacek, my second dark horse. No, I'm kidding. And then my second driver to stay away from is going to be Christian Eckes.
Wait, where? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, taking over Grant Enfinger's car, which that was still stupid by that team.
Yeah.
But we're going to keep track on that team because for some reason, I keep thinking the winner's going to be Ben Rhodes. I can't talk.
Really? Wow.
I'm just thinking Ben Rhodes. I don't know why. Just Ben Rhodes has been popping up.
Yeah.
For me, when I think Watkins Glen, for some reason I'm thinking Ben Rhodes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just sticks. Weirdly, it sticks.
I mean,
I think Ben Rhodes.
I mean, it is. I mean, it's a really good pick. You know.
It's a good pick, and he's won a road course race. He won the Daytona. He won Daytona. He did a Daytona sweep, if you think about it.
That is true. That is true. He
I want to correct something. I remember we were talking about like Ben Rhodes being different from Brandon Jones at some episodes back, saying like Brandon Jones never made a Cup start, and he has. Brandon Jones has made a Cup start before at Talladega.
Oh, so when was that? When was that?
I think it was 2019.
I don't even remember that because I've never seen.
He was driving a 77. So he has made a Cup start before, ironically in the same car. So I just want to put that out there because I know we talked about that at one point, and that every time I said, I'm like, oh crap, we were wrong. Okay,
wow. That's interesting. I probably need to look back at that race.
Yeah, I know. Well, back to what we were back to the main stuff. Xfinity. My dark horse driver. This is a tough one because like some of the drivers here I've raced there before, some has not. So dark horse, I really want you to win, but I don't think, unless you prove me wrong, you ain't gonna get it this weekend. I'm sorry. Daniel Hemrick is my dark horse. I think Daniel Hemrick going to be close, but oh so far away.
So close, but yet so far away.
My driver to stay away from, Sam Mayer.
Easy.
Is that easy?
No, it's not. It's just.
I was about to say.
No, it's just like I like how you just easily just gravitated towards Sam Mayer.
I got you. My driver to win. The driver to win is going to be hard because we got the road course aces of Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger. Kyle Busch ain't in here, so we're clean off him.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
There's been some other drivers up there. Ooh. Daniel Hemrick did come second to Kyle Busch at Road America. Maybe, I don't know. But I think my driver to win, I think I'm going to keep the streak. I think I'm going to go AJ Allmendinger. I think AJ Allmendinger is going to go. I think he's going to be my dark horse in Truck Series, but he's going to win the Xfinity race.
Interesting.
Now for the Cup Series. I'm being biased already. I'm not even going to say stay away driver yet. I'm just going to get right into it to the dark horse and the winner. Dark horse Martin Truex Jr. The winner Chase Elliott.
How about that? Wait, hold on. Pause. Who is R.C. Anderson?
Wait, what?
There's a guy named R.C. Anderson in here.
And where?
In the Cup entry list. He's driving the 15.
Oh, I have no clue who that is.
I don't know either. But oh well.
But you heard my dark horse and my winner, right?
Yes. Yes.
I think it's gonna be another 1-2. I think it's gonna be Martin Truex Jr. to dark horse coming up second, and then Chase Elliott winning the race for third year in a row.
Yep.
I think it's going to be those two. My driver stay away from though. That's a tough one. I think I might be easy, but not at the same time. I think Cole Custer. Here's my reasoning. the rookie class of 2020 has not been the Watkins Glen.
Yes.
Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Cole Custer are the rookie class. They have not been there.
Well,
they have not been there at all in the Cup Series.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
And to add on to another rookie will be Chase Briscoe, making his first appearance in the Cup Series as well. So, along with Anthony Alfredo. But other than that, I think it's going to come. I don't. Just the way Stuart Haas is going, yes, Eric Armola got that surprise win, but that's the only surprise win that that team's going to have.
Yeah.
So
pretty much hands down.
I think Cole Custer is my driver to stay away from this race. And I know I can't have this one be dark horse, but I want to throw in another one just to be on the safe side. How about he's been very good road course. Ross Chastain be added to that list as well. He's pretty good.
I mean, Chastain, that'll be interesting. I think Ross is definitely going to be a guy to watch at Watkins Glen. So now it's my turn. Oh
no, run away.
Yeah. Anyways, so here we go. I've got my predictions up on the on my screen, so that's when I'm looking over here versus over here because my screen's over here. Anyways, so my driver to win.
No one saw that.
No, nobody saw that at all. You didn't see it, Wyatt. That's right. That's right, Wyatt.
Yeah. Got this.
You didn't see that.
Scrolling back the video.
That.
In that part.
Anyways.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Scroll back to the video. Scroll back.
Just hit the backwards key on your keyboard. Rewind that a little bit, or press the A key on your keyboard. Anyways,
A key. I've never tried that.
Yeah, your A key does the same thing. Anyways, A and D do the same thing. Anyways, so I don't even know. I think I might have lost control of the show. Anyways.
Yay, I'm taking over now. Wait, what?
No. Anyways, to regain control of the show, here we go. My driver to win. This is pretty complex because you did mention Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes is obviously a very good prediction, but you also have to throw in Todd Gilliland, because even though I wouldn't really consider him a road course racer. But he managed to drive his way through the field, get up to the front, and somehow win COTA. But I really wouldn't consider him at that point. I don't know yet. But
that is a pretty good pick. Todd Gilliland is pretty good.
That would be a good pick, though. But I wouldn't pick him as a driver to win, however. I'd say... I'm gonna say he's gonna whoop the truck field. AJ Allmendinger's going to be my driver to win. He's going to whoop him.
Yeah.
Driver to stay away from. Man, I'm going to say for that, I would have to go with, let's see. Man. Screw it. I'm gonna go for this one. Ryan Truex. Ryan Truex is gonna be my driver to stay away from for this.
Yeah, I can back that.
Because how many times have you really seen Ryan Truex up there contending for a top 5 or a top 10, maybe even a top 15? How many times? How many?
Not really a lot.
Let's see. Dark horse. This is also kind of tough to do. But
you mentioned a pretty good dark horse.
I did mention him, but there's also a few others in here that could also be good. But you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say his name anyway. Todd Gilliland's my dark horse. If he has himself a good enough truck, he'll drive through the field.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that COTA race in the truck series. He did do that, so
yeah. Coda this year was not that memorable.
Well, for Truck and Xfinity it may have
Yes.
been, but for Cup
For Cup was just kind of like, yeah, let's forget about that. It's kind of like that Bristol Dirt weekend or Bristol Dirt Day. Let's forget about it. Let's move on from it. Anyways, so Xfinity. Let's switch over to Xfinity here. My driver. Whoa, really? This is interesting. Brandon Jones and Harrison Burton are both going to be sponsored by Dex Imaging.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That's so weird.
Oh wow, that's gonna be interesting.
I
I didn't even see that.
If they both have the same scheme, you won't tell who's who.
Just gotta look at the number.
Look at the
Hey,
number.
look at the. Look, in 5th place. It's Harrison Burton. Oh wait, no, that's Brandon Jones. Where's
Yeah.
Harrison Burton? Oh wait, that's right. He's in the garage.
That's right. Brandon's in the Harrison's in the garage. Never mind. All right. Anyways, here we go. Driver to win.
Next thing you know, you just see him run by each other neck and neck, just like. Who's about to take the lead? Who's on the inside? Who is that? I can't tell.
I can't
No,
tell.
it's a teammate. Who is it? Oh no, they both wreck. They both wreck. Well, we know two people wrecked. So.
Yeah, exactly. Driver to win in Xfinity. Oh boy, man, that is gonna be a tough one to predict. Because it's been over a year. But I'm gonna say, just on the safe side, I'm gonna say Austin Cindric's my driver to win.
Didn't he win last time?
Yeah, he did. Now he was the last winner before the pandemic
did
hit.
win. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Driver to stay away from. I'm gonna say, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Myatt Snyder's my driver to stay away from. As good
I was
as,
thinking about him.
I mean,
too.
like as mediocre as he is, that's all I think he is. I mean, it's better than bad, but that's really all that he is. He's kind of just that mediocre kind of driver where he's had his ups and downs, and I don't think Watkins Glen's gonna be the best up for him. I think he'll have a good up, but just not great.
Not a good down.
But AJ Allmendinger's gonna be my dark horse. That's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much simple, straight up.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So, if Ty Gibbs' car recently has been coming out unsponsored, why is he still sponsored by Monster Energy? I don't know. I mean, unless if it's
Monster Energy's been good to him. So.
Yeah, they have been. I mean, but their decals haven't been showing up on the car. Oh well. I mean, I don't care. I don't care anyway. He can show up with an unsponsored car and still win. He proved it at Charlotte because he basically had mechanics that were basically jerking off and gave him the magic chassis, and he drove off to the win. So, I mean, that's what they're going to do. They're always going to jerk off until he gets a full-time run in Xfinity. But anyways, here we go. Cub driver to win.
I just love your ranting about him. You hate him so. You're like Logano. You're like even Logano.
But here's the difference. Logano was not handed a ride. Ty Gibbs was. Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't you even start that argument with me. Don't start that argument with me.
I'm not talking about the argument about him getting handed it right, but Logano not getting it, that's debatable.
A little bit, but not as debatable as Ty Gibbs. Anyways, driver to win. I'm gonna, you know what? There's a couple things here. I'm gonna say, first of all, I'm gonna agree with the two people that you chose as driver to win a dark horse. I'm gonna switch them around. Truex is gonna be my driver to win, and
Ooh.
Chase Elliott's gonna be my dark horse. I feel like Truex has been close 2 other times. If he had won 2018 and 19, he very well could have won 3 in a row. I mean, pretty simple. I mean, not to discredit Chase Elliott from the other 2 wins, but if Truex won in 18 and 19, he would have won 3 in a row. Because he won 2017.
Yeah.
He finished second in 18 and 19. Don't copy me. Yeah. So this year, I think Truex is gonna bounce back. I think he's gonna get even with Chase and make it the score 2-2.
Yeah, but I want to throw in this driver in as well, because I'm just not thinking about it. We talked about like those 2 dominating, but we can't forget about the other driver who's been dominating this season, Kyle Larson.
That's true.
Larson did surprise us with the win of Sonoma, beating out Truex and Chase Elliott. So
That's
if he
true.
do it again at Watkins Glen, and he has experience there, so he could prove us wrong.
I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, he's had himself an unbelievable year this year. So really, there'd be no surprise if he won. But for now, I mean, Truex is gonna be my driver to win, and Chase Elliott is gonna be my dark horse. That's what I'm gonna choose. That's what I'm gonna stick with. My driver to stay away from. No contest, Bubba Wallace. Absolutely no contest, Bubba Wallace. Oh my. What's going on here? Oh. He muted and set back down.
Don't worry about it.
You just had somebody just casually walk right on through in the background. Okay, he's explaining. He's like, just keep going. Don't talk about me. Just keep going. Oh my gosh, this is gonna go down in history. The first show with the high quality webcam, and also first time in a while with the studio light. The first time recording with OBS, and we end up with these shenanigans. How about that? That's amazing.
Who's your stay away?
I already said Bubba Wallace. See, he knew what I was gonna say.
Hold on. But my dad can hear you, and when he heard you say Bubba Wallace, he said, "That's no surprise." That's like, I forgot what you said.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
See, I've chosen Bubba Wallace the most as driver to stay away from. He has not disappointed me when it came to that pick.
The only time he did was Pocono in the second race, but he got lucky on fuel mileage.
Absolutely. He got lucky that day. He got lucky. All because fuel mileage played into his card. That was it. But other than that, I mean, 23-11. I mean, as hyped up of a team as they are, that's all they are. It's just overly hyped. Same for Bubba.
Just wait till Kurt Busch gets confirmed to go to that team and watch him do better than Bubba Wallace in that. Probably 32, or maybe they for some reason do 42 just to make me happy.
Yeah, I mean, he'd whip everybody. Kurt would probably whip everybody if that's the case. But all right, so any final words before we get the Watkins Glen weekend underway?
I got nothing right now. But let's just hope the race. We'll just hope we have a really good race at Watkins Glen, and let's go back there, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I
can't wait for next weekend too.
Yeah, because we're going to the road course.
because that's going to be a wild card.
That will be a wild card. But yeah, that's gonna be it for episode 28 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. Thank you guys a lot for watching, and if you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you haven't considered subscribing, I recommend you do so to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. And that about does it for me. On behalf of Wyatt Walker, I'm Elijah Leonard signing out, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Let's go racing.
I still don't like it.